Heidi ho, Mountaineers! I wish I could see you. You're probably glad not to see me. Anyway, I thought on this one that as we're starting a new unit, you haven't done anything with this before other than a pretest. I would like to go over a little bit of an introduction with you all. Weather and climate is, again, what we're going to be doing for all of May, and mostly weather, really. The weather and climate are related to each other, of course, which is why we're doing them together. Weather by itself is just the state of the atmosphere from day to day in a particular location, and it will include these four factors: temperature, precipitation, pressure, and winds. So if you listen to a weather forecast, these are the kinds of things that will come up in that forecast as the weather person or meteorologist is speaking. Climate, on the other hand, is a description of the average conditions over 30 years or more. They make some graphs called climatographs. Isn't that clever? And on those graphs, they include temperature and precipitation. Now, there's a little bit more to climate, but those are the two main factors when considering climate and making these graphs. And as you can see, what you're looking at here is a climatograph, and they always look like this pretty much. You've got a bar graph, you've got a line graph. The bar graph on the bottom is showing you the precipitation on average over, as I said, a long period of time for the month of January and then the month of February and so on for January through December. And then the line graph above that is showing the temperature, which in this case ranges anywhere from 30 degrees or so in January up to a high of about 78 degrees in July and then back down again. These graphs will vary. Sometimes they'll be much more dramatic. Sometimes they'll be flatter. It just depends on the location in which the data is collected. For the chart that I just sent you all, I think today, maybe yesterday, the weather factors, again, temperature, humidity, pressure, and winds, I put them in that order because temperature impacts humidity, humidity impacts pressure, pressure impacts winds. But those are the things that are going to show up as you go to do your chart. Now, when you go to your class, it'll be weather observations for consecutive days. It's this one, and when you open it up, you'll see this. You're going to need some equipment, or when you do this, you can also follow some links in this to make equipment if you want to, or you can go online to look it up. Depends on what you're looking at. So this is what the chart looks like, and you need 5 consecutive days. You could do this so that you are starting today. If you're listening to this on Thursday or Friday, you can start whenever you want. Just make sure that you do 5 consecutive days. And then I put the deadline as May 10th, but I think I'm going to extend that so you have a little more time in which you can collect this data. But again, some of these things, like to find the temperatures, you're looking for the high and the low on day one. You can do that by making your own thermometer, and you just can click on this link, or you can look it up online for your area. So put in Castle Rock or Highlands Ranch or wherever your location is. Precipitation, you can just observe. Type amount, you can make a handmade rain gauge. It's not very difficult to do that. And then this link will take you to it. You can look for yourself for coverage of the sky. Cloud type, there's a cloud chart I've attached here. So if you click on that link, you'll see different types of clouds, pictures, so you get the names and that sort of thing. Pressure, if you're lucky and have a barometer, you can read it. Otherwise, make your own, and so on and so forth. These are both more directions for you on that. So I hope you have some fun with that. You don't have to start any one particular second or minute or whatever, but you do need to have 5 days and get it done before the due date. So I hope you have fun with that. And then I am going to put some questions up for you about this. Bye.